to those two teams. Have a wonderful time out there, friends.
The final countdown to the 2025 Surf City Marathon, and we're kicking things off with something bigger than just running.
Good morning. It is January 13th, and we are 2 weeks away from the Surf City Marathon. This morning, I have a 6-mile speed work. I'm going to run 4 miles at marathon pace, but I'm going to do a little bit more than 6 miles. I'm actually going to do 6.2 because this is a 10K for the Run for LA. Basically, it's a virtual run to help out all of the people who are affected by the LA fires. Make my miles count, not just for myself physically as I'm getting ready for this marathon, but all of the proceeds from this virtual run is supposed to help out with the fire efforts.
It's one last hard effort, not just for me, but for everybody affected by the LA fires.
Oh my gosh, it's cold out here. It's 44 degrees. I'm even wearing gloves. Yes, I know, this might be a little overkill, but for me, this is almost freezing, although it's not technically freezing. Almost done with my 1.5 mile warm up, and then gonna go into 4 miles at a 35-minute per mile pace, which is going to be the marathon pace. So let's see if I can actually hit it. All right, 4 mile speed work done. Now, how's my warm or cool down? Man, towards the end of my 4 miler there, I got an emergency alert on my iPhone. Scary alarm.
Fortunately, it was an error as that area had been evacuated days before.
Okay, so the Run for LA virtual 10K done.
I had finished that run with a lot of confidence. Running around 8:35 minutes per mile paces seemed comfortably uncomfortable. This was a huge ego boost for Surf City. I'm happy to report that eventually the fires were contained just a week before the race, as we finally got a sprinkle of snow on the mountains and some much needed rain.
It's January 26th. We're exactly 1 week away from the Surf City Marathon, and we have been gifted with rain. Yes, rain, finally. Wasn't very much, but we'll take what we can get.
It's official. Both the Palisades and Eaton fires were contained, but the recovery process has just begun. Again, my heart goes out to all whose lives were in turmoil from the fires.
Here we go with the kitchen reno update. Since you guys have been following me, 14 weeks later, we finally have our brand new kitchen. It was definitely worth the wait. Rest day means instead of being on my feet running, I'm on my feet in the kitchen cooking. I think it's had enough time on the stovetop, so voila, we have Indonesian chicken rice. You got marathon week meal prep done. So lots of carbs, protein, there's vegetables, and best of all, my favorite, coconut milk. Not sure where it falls in terms of macros, I guess fats, carbs.
What's marathon prep without some strategic carb loading? And by strategic, I mean gummy bears. I'm here at Sugarfina, which has a wide selection of gummy candies. Normally, I'm a big fan of Haribo, but I was here picking out a gift for a birthday present. Plus, I could use the distraction from the uber elegant sweets to keep my nerves about the marathon in check. Get something for the kid and something for me.
Good afternoon. We are 15 hours away from the Surf City Marathon. It is February 1st. I know I look a little different because I'm out of my running gear, but I'm actually at my friend's child's birthday party. This is how I'm keeping myself relaxed and not getting anxious over race day in 15 hours. But hey, maybe I'll get a shot of the food table because that's how I'm going to carbo load. I've actually been doing pretty good for the last 3 days carbo loading, so I just need to get like 200 more grams of carbs and I'm good for the day. Oh yeah, and happy birthday, kid.
And you see why I went to Sugarfina the other day. It wasn't just a carbo load, but to get a gift for the birthday girl.
A children's birthday party. Not exactly the pasta dinner you'd expect before race day, but hey, carbs are carbs and these kids have more energy than I do. Maybe I should take notes.
It's the carb load.
Yep, exactly. There is 38 grams of carbs, and then who knows how many carbs are in this pizza, but lots. How about that? 3 slices. Here we go with the Flatlay for 2025 Surf City. I'm going to wear a burgundy color top. I don't know why. I've been feeling burgundy lately. I bought a burgundy headband and then recently a burgundy dress, so it's all about burgundy for me. I'm also going to wear a sun visor. There's no rain projected, unlike last year, but it is going to be sunny, especially on that beach path course. I got my KT tape, my Lululemon shorts, because they have side pockets. I can easily stuff all of my gels. So I'm going to take 4 Morton 160 gels and 2 of the Morton 100 calf gels. And then, of course, my Nike Vaporfly 3s. They still have one more race in them because I didn't get to run a full marathon at Big Bear. So that will be the last race I will be running in them. And then they're going to be transferred to my Speedwork shoe rotation.
Remember how last year we had to worry about PCH flooding due to the rains? This year, it seemed like the weather was favorable with no rain and cool temps in the 50s. It's ideal racing conditions. I went to bed that night feeling good and trying to visualize the course that I would run for the 10th time.
No surprise, there's traffic built all the way back up here at Atlanta and Beach Boulevard. It's Groundhog Day on top of it. I should have known. I mean, I've been running this race like almost 10 years, or actually this is my 10th time running it, although it's my 9th year or something. So here's a tip: if you run Surf City Marathon and you're driving in early, just know you're going to be sitting in traffic getting into the parking lot. Again, like every year, I always think I could run faster to the parking lot, but the problem is I have stuff with me. But since I'm stuck in traffic here for a while, let's go over my race day goals. Today is not going to be a BQ attempt. The BQ attempt will happen in Big Bear in November. So instead, today is more like an endurance run. My course record is 3:54, and that was set back in 2023. Today's goal is going to take it up a notch, and I'm hoping to go around 3:50. That would be totally awesome. B goal is just a PR, so anything sub 3:55 would be awesome. And C goal is going to be a sub 4. I feel pretty good, but let's not jinx it. I think the big goal overall is not to wipe out when I get onto the beach path around mile 16 or just right after mile 16. Now, people may say, hey, the beach path, that would be pretty cool, right? No, not really. That part of the course is a total mental slog. You're away from the crowds. There's not as much hydration support. You're pretty much on your own, dodging other runners, walkers, strollers, dogs, cyclists. Last year, I almost got hit by a cyclist like around mile 24 or something, and that snapped me out of my funk and got me angry. It's okay, I'm not panicking. It's only 5:16. The reality is the tents don't open until 5:30 because I still have to pick up my bib. I had signed up to do race day pickup as I usually do. And we finally got through those lights. It took nearly 50 minutes. It's 5:56 and I'm parked. I have 34 minutes to go pick up my bib, use the bathroom, and get to the start line. That's my warm-up. What did I say? This is my warm-up. I'm running to the tent area right now. But first, I'll use the bathroom first since the lines are short. 6:16. I have 14 more minutes to get my bib, check in my gear, and get into this corral. Now, where to get my race day bib? Maybe it's over here. Well, gotta make a decision. Found it. That didn't take too long. Just 30 seconds there. I know, I'm obsessed with time right now because I'm running low on time.
Because I had ran this race in consecutive years, I picked up my Longboard Legacy shirt before they ran out my size. And also my finisher shirt. Trust me, better to spend a minute right now to collect those shirts. Yep, had to grab the bag, the 2 shirts now because they'll run out of my size at the end. I have 10 minutes
to spare here. Here are the clear bags. Gonna throw all my stuff in there. $6:24. I got 6 minutes before start time. I've never cut it this close for a marathon. Yes, for a half marathon, I have, where I had to run out of my Uber. Basically, my Uber was just stuck in traffic and I jumped out of the Uber. I got rid of my arm sleeves. Originally, I was going to wear my arm sleeves, but it's warm right now. I think it's in the 50s. I still have to tie my shoelaces. My left shoelace isn't tied yet. Hopefully, I don't trip going over to the start.
The last hurdle was getting into the start corral.
I'm not nimble enough to jump over. Oh, I can't see an opening over there. All right, I finally got into the corral.
I already felt wiped out getting into the corral, and the clock hadn't started yet. I was tired before crossing the start line.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big shout out to him, and of course Ainsley's Angels.
Shoelace tied. Let's go. There's a slow start, but whatever.
No time to perseverate over the frustrating morning being stuck in traffic. It's go time. You know the saying, everyone has a plan until they get punched in the mouth? Even though we weren't dealing with boxing, the day seemed a lot harder than usual. The chaos of the morning had put me in a bad mindset. I felt like I was trying to catch up the entire time. My first few miles went off faster than I would have liked, and I tried to slow down. I did eventually catch up with the 4-hour pace group and ran with them a bit before breaking away around mile 9 when I thought I was feeling better. Then we got to the turnaround point on PCH around mile 12, and I was hoping I would snap out of my funk.
I just got past 13.1. I think I'm going to leave my goals on the course. Just not feeling it mentally today. The rolling hills, even though it's not that rolly, just feels a little more dramatic today than usual, but it's okay. My next goal is to keep it together for the beach path. I'm still on PCH right now, so it's okay. I'll finish. Just not the time I want it, but it's still a good day for running.
It didn't matter that I had done weeks of long runs consisting of 15 to 20 milers. I hadn't ran a full marathon in 11 months, and my body forgot what it's like to run that distance on race day.
That's right, we still have that beach path coming up. So, saving my energy for the beach path, that's where the real marathon starts.
Trying to get hyped up with Gangnam style.
There we go, mile 16, so 10.2 miles left. So just think of it as a long run. And here we go, we split the half and the full. We're about to get on to the beach path.
Not gonna lie, but I was tempted at this point to run straight with the half marathoners and just be done with this awful race performance. But then again, that would have put me at 17 miles and a DNF.
This is where the real race begins, on the beach path.
We often go into races with big goals, but some days things just don't click. That doesn't mean you failed, it means you showed up and you fought through and you finish. And finishing itself is an accomplishment.
I don't know what's going on with my right foot. Maybe it's the way I tied my shoe, but there's a lot of pressure on top of my foot there. I actually think this is the worst part of the course, the beach path. It's so lonely. Mile 20, which means we only have 10K to go. Just a 10K. So for 10, it's like running the Manhattan Beach 10K. What's that? Oh wow, that's a turnaround point. Kind of snuck up on there. I was a little surprised. I thought I was supposed to go farther. Or I have no idea. I'm just gonna go with the course. I'll take it. Mile 23, we have a little over 5K left. Just a little bit, like 3.2 miles.
This wasn't my day, but not every race can be a perfect one. The real test isn't in how well we perform, but in how we handle the tough days. The easy days don't define us. The tough ones do. Pushing through when you want to quit builds resilience, both in running and in life.
There we go. Last mile. We're almost there. One more mile, or 1.2 miles. Close enough. Okay, joining back with the rest of the world here. We have like half a mile left or something like that, or a little over half a mile, or 1K. Only need 0.2 more miles left. 0.2. That's 2 blocks. Yeah, let's go.
A tough race teaches you more than an easy one. Every struggle, every misstep, every difficult mile is a lesson that makes you stronger for the next challenge. This race exposed my weaknesses, but that's not a bad thing. It just means I have more to work on, more to learn, and more to prove myself next time.
Done. Thank you.
I've never been so glad to pick up my medal. Just a while ago, I had contemplated a DNF.
Thank you. Oh, that was a hard one. I don't know what my final time is. My watch said 4:16. So I was way over my goals, or my time goals. But you know what? It was fun still. I'm not going to beat myself over the time. It was fun. I haven't ran a full marathon since LA Marathon last year, so that was like 11 months ago. So it was a good introduction back to 26.2. Where are the snacks? You need snacks. Woohoo! You got snacks. Good job. Snacks. More snacks. And more snacks. Ooh, more snacks. Snacks for days. We got to recycle here. So I got a box to put all my snacks and my coconut water. That's right. We all know how much I like my post-race snacks.
A bad day doesn't define your entire running journey. What matters is that you keep showing up, training, and moving forward. This was one race, one day, but running is a lifelong journey. I'll take what I learned here, apply it, and come back stronger, especially since this race happens every year.
Hey, who's feeling good right now?
I couldn't leave the race expo without looking for my name because I had earned that spot on the banner. I couldn't believe that I was able to squat down after running 26.2 miles and get back up unassisted. Maybe I was tougher than I thought.
Let's check out the official time.
At least I had beaten last year's time of 4:20 when I really had a meltdown on the course. As you can see from my splits, I had kept it together for the first 13.1 miles, which I was comfortable running. The second half was where I couldn't keep it together with my mindset. Just completely fell apart.
Oh, cool. So it turns out I actually finished 4:15.52, not 4:16. I'll take it. One thing to celebrate is that I'm actually walking okay. So I guess I got my nutrition on point because I'm not cramping as bad as I thought I would be by now. Just a little achy because, of course, I just ran 26.2 miles, but I'm moving surprisingly well.
A disappointing performance isn't the end, it's just one chapter. There will always be another race, another opportunity to improve, and another opportunity to chase your goals. This wasn't my best, but it's not my last. Every setback is just setting up for a stronger comeback.
10th Surf City Marathon in the books. I have a love-hate relationship with this course. Some years I really love it, some years I hate it. This year, I don't know. It was meh. I had spent last year training for a downhill course, so that's what my legs were used to. I forgot what it's like to run on more of a flat or a slightly rolling course hill. Can't be too upset with my time, even though I didn't meet any of my time goals. It's just going to encourage me to work harder and remember what it's like to run on more of a flat course. If anything, it was a good long run for LA Marathon. I don't think there could have been a long run that was just as productive. But that's part of being an older, mature runner. You don't want to run too emotional, being into your head and perseverating on things, because that's not going to make the race any better. So I just took it more as, you know what, I'm just going to enjoy the course. It's nice to run by the beach. I mean, when is it not nice to run on the beach? Especially today, I got mostly cloud cover. The sun did come out in the last couple of miles, but for the most part, it was overcast, and I can't complain about the weather. Not injured. I feel okay. I'm going to take a couple of days off and then back to marathon training, because LA Marathon is like 6 weeks, 7 weeks away. It was a good wake-up call with my marathon training. I'll go back out there, continue training, and I'm looking forward to LA Marathon because it's one of my favorite races of the year. The most important thing is I finished and I wasn't injured and I'm not too sore, just slightly sore, but we'll see tomorrow morning once the DOMS, or delayed onset muscle soreness, kicks in. I was a little disappointed they didn't have bananas at the finish line, but being the ER doc that I am, I'm prepared for emergencies, so I brought an extra banana in my car. It's a banana emergency. What can I say?
This wasn't my race, but it's not the end of my story. In about a month, I'll be back at it, lining up for the Los Angeles Marathon. This race didn't go my way, but I'm taking the lessons, making adjustments, and showing up stronger next time. Because that's what running is about falling down, getting back up, chasing the next challenge. LA, I'm coming for you. I must have short-term memory loss because I did sign up for Surf City in 2026. I have a score to settle with this course.